This is 5.3, R1 and R2. I'm not going to go through the solving of R1, but I'll get you started on it. Again, finding the missing side. So I pulled this out a little bit, and right across from the right angle is C, which is the hypotenuse, and the other two legs are 15 and 20 centimeters. The units can be anything. They will be consistent within the problem. So if the legs are centimeters, the hypotenuse is centimeters. I mean, in more advanced problems, you could have different units and you'd have to convert them all to be the same. But for this particular class, they are the same. So the Pythagorean Theorem to locate side C, or the hypotenuse, is the square root of a squared plus b squared. So just plug your numbers in, label 15 as a or b, and 20 will be the opposite of whatever you label the 15. You're just squaring them and adding them and taking the square root. On the next example, they sort of make the triangle look different, but notice they still do have the label of where the right angle is. So this particular problem is in feet. I did change my numbers a little bit. So I'm not going to be doing the exact same numbers they give you, but most importantly is labeling your sides. Right across from the right angle is the hypotenuse. So this 9.6, or in this problem would be 10.4, the 9.6 is the hypotenuse and the 7.2 is one of the legs. What we discovered earlier was that the legs are interchangeable as long as we're not concerned with a particular angle. So it's either going to be the hypotenuse squared minus b squared, or the hypotenuse minus squared minus a squared. Again, depending upon how you label them. I just made A the 7.2, C is my 9.6. One note is that the hypotenuse is always the longer side, so you're not going to have a shorter measurement on the hypotenuse. So I'm going to square the 9.6, square the 7.2, subtract them, and take the square root. So 9.6 times 9.6 is 92.16. 7.2 squared is 51.84. Now I subtract, so 92.16 minus 51.84. I get 40.32. Now I have to take the square root of that, so I want to do second function square root, 40.32. Oops. Let me clear that out. Try again, second function square root, 40.32 equals 6.34980347. Here you should round it to how they're rounding it. So this is one digit, and for one digit, I thought it was two digits. Let me just erase that. For one digit, I'm going to be looking right here. So this is under 5, so I will leave it as 6.3. So my answer for this is 6.3.